Welcome to Key Tech. Please describe this channel if you are interested in today's video. U.S. Secretary of Commerce Raimondo is one of the initiators of the suppression of Chinese technology. Huawei has been subject to 4 rounds of U.S. sanctions, and Raimondo has worked hard. At the end of August this year, Raimondo paid a 4-day visit to China, during which the top leaders of China and the United States had in-depth exchanges. It is not difficult to guess that Raimondo uses the restrictions on Chinese chips as a bargaining chip in negotiations, but Raimondo is destined to be disappointed. Because as soon as Raimondo left, 2 pieces of good news came from China chip, and the West really relented. Raimondo's attitude. In the chip war between China and the United States relies on its technological superiority to arrogantly modify its chip restriction rules every once in a while. Viewed separately, the United States first restricted the export of EUV lithography machines to the mainland in 2018, hindering free trade between ASML and China. You must know that EUV lithography machines are one of the necessary equipment for the production of advanced chips. The United States has imposed restrictions on the export of EUV lithography machines from Dutch company ASML, which poses great difficulties to the development of China's chip industry. The United States also restricts EDA software, which is an indispensable tool in chip design and manufacturing. Without EDA support, chip design becomes a problem. In addition, TSMC is also involved and is restricted by the United States from manufacturing for Huawei. Since September 15, 2020, TSMC and Huawei have parted ways, and TSMC has begun the process of building factories in the United States, becoming increasingly dependent on the United States. Amid a series of restrictive measures in the United States, Raimondo's attitude has been consistent, which is to prevent China's high-tech development. Raimondo paid a 4-day visit to China at the end of August this year, and had in-depth exchanges with Chinese senior officials. Before visiting China, Raimondo made harsh words that if Huawei continues to invest in high-tech research and development, more severe punishment will be carried out. But Huawei was not threatened by Raimondo, and Mate 60 Pro went on sale on August 29 before Raimondo was about to return to the United States. Huawei put its new flagship phone on sale without any notice or publicity, and it was close to Raimondo. Raimondo had nothing to do about it. Things had just begun. As soon as Raimondo left, 2 pieces of good news came from China chip. 2 good news from Chinese chips. Chinese chips are the focus of U.S. restrictive measures. In recent years, China's chip industry has been affected by U.S. rules and has been unable to use U.S. technology products normally. Semiconductor giants such as NVIDIA, Qualcomm, and ASML have been restricted from trading with mainland China. NVIDIA cannot ship high-end AI chips. Qualcomm 5G chips cannot be provided to Huawei, and ASML's DUV lithography machines will also be restricted after EUV lithography machines. But 2 pieces of good news came one after another about Chinese chips, and the West really relented. The first good news: Kirin chips are back. Kirin chip is a SoC processor self-developed by Huawei HiSilicon Semiconductor, and is widely used in consumer electronics, such as smartphones and tablets. Due to chip limitations, Huawei has relied on inventory to maintain demand in the past few years. When the inventory is exhausted, it will have no choice but to choose Qualcomm's Snapdragon. The good news is that Kirin chips are back, and the Mate 60 Pro mobile phone launched by Huawei is equipped with the new Kirin 9000S. Moreover, this chip is produced in mainland China and does not rely on TSMC. In other words, Huawei can achieve self-sufficiency in Kirin chips through the domestic supply chain without relying on American technology. As long as enough production capacity is ensured in the future, there will be no shortage of Kirin chips. The return of Kirin chips is of great significance. Against the background of chip restrictions, Huawei is able to independently develop and produce internationally leading Kirin chips. This fully proves the strength and potential of China's chip industry, and also shows that Chinese chip manufacturers are advancing in independent innovation and technology. Huge progress has been made in research and development. Moreover, the return of Kirin chips will strengthen Huawei's competitiveness in the smartphone market. The high performance and low power consumption of Kirin chips can provide better performance and battery life for Huawei's smartphones, improve user experience, enhance brand influence, and help Huawei compete with other manufacturers in the smartphone market. Many consumers are rushing to buy Mate 60 Pro just for the Kirin chip. As soon as it goes on sale, it is sold out, and offline physical stores also have long queues. The second good news: China can continue to purchase high-end DUV lithography machines. ASML is the world's top photolithography machine manufacturer, providing semiconductor equipment support for chip production in various countries and regions. It's just that ASML needs to follow US rules and has been unable to deliver EUV lithography machines to mainland China many years ago. The United States also reached an agreement with the Netherlands to adopt export control measures on high-end DUV lithography machines. According to the Dutch plan, export control rules will be implemented on September 1st. If ASML cannot successfully ship high-end DUV lithography machines to the mainland, many chip production plans will be affected. The good news is that China can continue to purchase high-end DUV lithography machines because ASML has obtained a license approved by the Netherlands and can still deliver all DUV lithography machine models to mainland customers within this year. There are still about 4 months until the license expires. During these 4 months, ASML will make every effort to deliver equipment and increase production capacity. It is expected that ASML's revenue in 2023 will hit a historical record. After all, as customers rush to place orders, ASML earns more sales. The Netherlands has relaxed its ban on photolithography machines. The issuance of a license for ASML shows that it does not want to make things impossible. Of course, if the Netherlands can change its mind and completely abandon the ban on photolithography machines, it will be beneficial to both China and the Netherlands, and it can continue to promote the global development of chips and avoid becoming a tool for the United States to restrict the development of other countries. Raimondo has not given up on the restrictions on Chinese chips, and Chinese chips will use their own way to break the deadlock, face the difficulties, and move forward indomitably.